Hello everyone, welcome to Chapter 2, Lesson 8. This is estimating products. And just a reminder, products, the term products, that is the answer of a multiplication problem. So we will be dealing with multiplication. So we're going to say multiplication. Always remember product is multiplication. So when a problem asks for about how many, you can use estimation, rounding, and or compatible numbers. Compatible numbers are numbers in a problem that are easy to compute mentally. Incompatible numbers is something you'll be discussing for your math life. Compatible numbers are your best friend. So this is example 1. A pet store has 12 gecko lizards for sale. Each gecko lizard costs $92. About how much money would the store make if it sells all 12 gecko lizards? So we have to estimate the product of 92 and 12. So one way is to round one factor. So think, it is easier to compute 92 times 10 than 90 times 12. So when we write our factor, it says round 12 to the nearest 10. So just a reminder, in our place value, we have ones, then after the ones is going to be tens, and then we have hundreds, thousands, and so on. So it says round it to the nearest tenths. So we're going to look at the tens place, and this is the number, this is the digit that's going to be, after this digit, everything else is going to be 0. So rounding to the tens, and everything behind it will be zeros. So when we look at the number 12, the ones place, or the tens is the 1, and then everything behind it is going to turn to a 0. And this number in the tens place is either going to remain the same. If it's 4 below, it remains the same. 5 and above, it goes up. And when I say that, I mean the number next to it. So the number 2 is 4 and below. So my number 1 is going to remain the same. So this one's the same, and then this is going to change to a 10. So 12 is a tenth, now we multiply, and with the shortcut, if a zeros are in my one spot, I could just add a 0. 1 times 2 equals 2, 1 times 9 equals 9. So by rounding one factor, we estimated that is 920. So in different ways, we can actually round both factors. So same thing, we have 92. 9 is in our tens place. So everything behind it will be 0. So 9, will that go up or down? Well, we have a 2 next to it. 2 is 4 or below, so my 9's going to remain the same. So I'm going to have 90. We already did the 12, that's going to be 10. So 90 times 10, I have 0. Because of the shortcut, 1 times 0 is 0, 1 times 9 is 9. So by rounding both factors, my estimate is 900. Another way you can ask, another question you can ask is 92, is that closer to 90 or is that closer to 100? Same with 12. Is 12 closer to 10 or is it closer to 20? So another way is using compatible numbers. So 90, the 90 is, or 92 is not the easiest number to work with, but use numbers that are easy to multiply mentally, such as 100 and 10. So 110, those are powers of 10, and we've been working with powers of 10. So if I say this is about 100, and this is going to be about 10, then I can find 100 times 10 mentally, because we have a 0 here, then 1 times 0 is 0, 1 times 0 is 0, 1 times 1 is 1. So by using compatible numbers, their estimate is 1,000. So it says use a calculator to multiply 92 times 12. What do you get? So here's my calculator. 92 times 12 is 1,104. Circle whether the estimates were all less or greater than the actual product. So they were all less, and that's okay because this is just an estimate. So this is an estimate you always want to say is kind of like a rough guess. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video and try to do number 1 and number 2. So I'm going to work with you guys on this one. This is number 1, round both factors. So the thing is, I really have to pay close attention to my instructions. I'm going to round both factors. So my 32, is that closer to 30 or is that closer to 40? Well, 2 is 4 and below, so I'm going to say it's closer to 30. And my 18, is 18 closer to 20 or is it closer to 10? My 8 is 5 and above, so I'm going to round up to 20. So 30 times 20, since I have a 0 here, I can just transfer the 0 down here. Now 2 times 0 is 0, 2 times 3 is 6. So my product is about 600. Now use compatible numbers. So 98, a good compatible number close to 98 is going to be 100. And then 83, a good number, I want to end with, when I end with zeros, those always make it easy. So since there's a 0 here, I can transfer a 0 right down here. Now I multiply. 8 times 0 is 0, 8 times 0 is 0, 8 times 1 is 8,000. So let's just take a quick look at the instructions. Is estimate by rounding, show how you estimated. So this one's by rounding, so make sure we pay close attention to it by rounding. The next one is estimate by using compatible numbers, show how you estimated. And then the rest are word problems. So numbers 3 through 8, make sure we're rounding, and numbers 9 through 14, make sure we're using compatible numbers. And that's the end of the notes, so thank you for watching.